Namaste to all. Two questions from YouTube. Point number one is, can a sanyasi become a chief minister of a state or a prime minister of a country or a president of a country? Number two question is, recently Rajinikanth touched the feet of Yogi Adityanath. In the eyes of Sanatan Dharma, is it okay that an elder person falls at the feet of a younger person if he is a sanyasi, yogi, etc.? For the point number one, can a sanyasi become a minister of a state or a prime minister or a president or chief minister, or can they do business, etc.? From the eyes of Almighty God, from the eyes of Sanatan Dharma, from the Vedas point of view, it is not allowed. The prime focus of a sannyasi is to focus on tapasya, focus on vairagya, and focus on Almighty God only. A sannyasi must devote his entire time in tapasya and also sharing the knowledge, whatever he has gained by his experience, to the grahasthas and the other ashramas. So a sannyasi has to educate the other people on how to live a Vedic life, etc. Manu Bhagavan says very beautifully, set himself and God unrelated to other things, avoiding flesh, liquor, etc., seeking pleasure from within instead of outside. A sannyasi should travel in the world with the object of raising the level of learning and conduct. So that means he must preach to the public the Vedic knowledge. A sannyasi must preach the Vedic knowledge to the public. So sannyasi does not have time to become a chief minister or prime minister, etc. These are duties of a kshatriya. These are duties of a grahastha. So sannyasi cannot become a kshatriya, sannyasi cannot become a grahasthashram person basically. Sannyasi means he has renounced the world, he does not have time for anything else other than Almighty God, other than preaching the Veda knowledge to the public. And further, Manu Bhagavan says, while walking, the sannyasi's eyes should turn downwards, always looking towards the ground and not all around. He should drink water filtered in a cloth. He should invariably speak the truth only. His deeds should be purified by thoughtful deliberation. That is, he should think well and accept what is true and reject what is false. So these things are not possible in today's politics, basically, that you always speak the truth, etc. In the present politics, it's always a game. So a sannyasi can never become a politician in today's context. Even in the previous days, if you see, in Ramayana or Mahabharata or Upanishad, etc., you can always see that whenever there is a king, for example, Raja Dashrath was there, Vasishtha Muni was advising to Raja Dashrath. Vasishtha Muni did not become the ruler. Similarly, when Sri Ram was there, there was an advisor who is a yogi, rishi, tapasvi, sannyasi, but they never become the ruler. So sannyasi cannot assume the position of the minister of state or involved in other kind of business, etc. And also Manu Bhagavan beautifully says, Maharishi Dhananda Saraswati beautifully says, the sannyasi does free himself degrees by degrees from all the attachment and all the sentiments and establishes himself firm in Almighty God. The main duty of a sannyasi is that he should bring home to the householders and others the nature of the truth, make them leave all the evil ways, remove their doubts and misgivings, and stimulate them towards good deeds. And a sannyasi should live by donation. That means he must take donation. That means by begging for food and clothes and shelter, etc. He must take it from the public, and in turn he must give the knowledge to the public. So sannyasi should not involve in any business, or if you are a chief minister of a state, you earn money because of you get money from the for the position of chief minister. This is a duty of a grahastha, not a duty of a sannyasi basically. So for the second question, it's a personal wish or a personal desire of Rajinikanth to touch the feet of Yogi Adityanath. In the eyes of Sanatan Dharma, this is not acceptable, because in the Sanatan Dharma, you can touch the feet of a younger person by age only if that person is a real sannyasi. That means he is a vairagyavan, he is a tapasvi, he is a realized enlightened master or acharya who is enlightened. Then you can touch the feet if he or she is in a younger age than us. For example, Vyas Muni attained enlightenment when he was 11 or 12 years old. So everybody, when they saw Vyas Muni, even if he was 70 or 80 years, they used to fall on the feet of Vyas Muni. But because of the knowledge, because of the enlightenment, a 80-year-old person is actually a child to an acharya. So Manu Bhagavan also says that the learned of Vedas is a father. So even if you are 80 years age or 90 years age, when you see a younger person who is a learned of Vedas, who is a Samadhist yogi, they must fall on the feet of the yogi. So when my Acharya always says that even if 80-year person comes to me, he is like my child, because by knowledge a yogi is superior. So he or she must fall on the feet of the yogi and not vice versa. So Rajinikanth touching the feet of Yogi Adityanath was his personal wish. It has become a political issue, or it has become like a talk of the day, etc. But from the eyes of Sanatana Dharma, Rajinikanth is 72 years old. Truly speaking, Yogi Adityanath is neither yogi nor a real sannyasi by the definition of Sanatana Dharma. So because yogi is a person who has realized Almighty God, who has realized Vedas and Samadhi. And similarly, sannyasi is a person who lives a life of a Vairagyavan, who lives a life for Almighty God, who lives a life to preach Vedas, who lives a life to educate public the rules of righteousness. So Yogi Adityanath is not a real sannyasi in terms of, in the eyes of Sanatana Dharma. So Rajinikanth touching the feet of Yogi Adityanath, who is 52 years old, and Rajinikanth is 72 years old, is not a right thing in the eyes of Sanatana Dharma. But it is his own wish. He told that I want to respect every yogi, every sannyasi. So Rajinikanth feels that he is a yogi, Rajinikanth feels that he is a sannyasi. So it is his own personal wish. But from my point of view, from the Sanatana Dharma point of view, this is not acceptable, because Rajinikanth is an elder person and he can just say Namaste, and Yogi Adityanath can say Namaste. So that is okay. So Yogi Adityanath, if he is learned of Vedas, even if he is 52 years, Rajinikanth is 72 years, he can fall in the feet of Yogi Adityanath, because if he is a learned of Vedas, then it is acceptable. Otherwise, it is not acceptable. I hope you got some clarity. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.